Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lusatia and episode 8, I believe. I completely forgot then what episode we're on to. I believe it's episode 8. On the previous episode we did a little bit of logging and sold some of the wood chips down at the forest. So today I did say that we could be harvesting or we could be doing something else. But all our fields are ready to harvest. So we've got over here, this one, the barley. I remember which field's which. Yeah, so as you can see, all our fields are ready to harvest, so I thought we might as well do the harvest as they're ready. So we've got the barley in this one, the canola in field 11, and then field 24 we've got the soybeans. So we're just going to get straight in with getting these harvested. I have bought a new trailer, which I said I was going to do, and I went for this Joskin Trans KTP 2250, which is just over double the size of the smaller trailer we previously had, so nothing massively too big. We should be able to fit most of the field in this one trailer, but that will just reduce on the trips back and forward to unloading. So we'll just get this parked up here and then jump in the combine. So yeah, as said, we are up to episode 8. I'm recording this on Wednesday afternoon. Hopefully I can get it up today. Maybe a bit late because I've got to edit it, render it, and then get it uploaded to YouTube. So it'll either be up later today or tomorrow. Being Thursday if you're watching this, depending when it's uploaded. The wheel sticks out at the back, so I keep getting stuck on the shelter, but we're free, we're out. So we get to use our Massey Ferguson combine for the first time, the Massey Ferguson 27. So looking forward to giving this a try. Just swing around so we can get the header off. Yeah, so hopefully I can get this up on the day I'm recording it, or the day after, and then there should be episode 9 up on Friday. And then we're into the final week next week before FS17 comes out. So hoping to get another 4 episodes before that comes out and done. But we'll see. And I need to finish off the time lapses as well. So let's get our header on and let's get started doing our barley. Now I'm going to set this on to do the straw swath. We'll bale up the straw and sell it. Otherwise it's a waste of the straw. If we had chopped straws was enabled on this map, or it was actually working on this map, then I would just chop the straw and put it into the ground for fertilisation. But unfortunately that's not an option on this particular map. So we'll make the most of the straw and bale it, and then just sell the bales. So we should get a much improved yield than we did last time we harvested. Now we've got the full free fertilisation states on here. So I'll be interested to see quite how much barley we get. And how much we can fill the trailer. Only 13% full. And we've not even done probably a third of one trip round the edge of the field. So it's looking quite good so far. So what I was thinking about doing was doing some silage bales to sell, which we might do in the next episode. I'm really interested to see how much the silage bales actually sell for on the standard game. As I've mentioned quite a few times that I've not used them, well, not done a playthrough with out seasons for quite a while. So I'm kind of a bit rusty on the base game mechanics and prices on things, and getting used to that. So what we'll probably do on the here is I'll probably do a couple of headlands and then just do the up and downs. I'll probably switch to a worker and then we can do the carting following along with the trailer. What I want to try and do is get all these fields done in this episode. And what I may do is once we've finished with the harvest of this field, before we move on to the other, I might get a worker set up with the cultivator, getting this field ready for planting, so we can try and get another harvest in before the end of the series, and hopefully have another field or two as well before then. As I say, we've only got 4 episodes left, so not a huge amount of time to get things done, but I think we can turn the fields around pretty quick without seasons on. Obviously we've not got to wait and go through like winter before we can get to spring again. So we've just over 60%, one trip around the field near enough. So we're not going to probably get round again before we fill the tank on this. We'll probably just come up a bit short, which is fine. So we'll do the other trip round, then get this unloaded, and then we can get a worker started on doing the up and down. What I'll probably do is go and grab the baler and start baling up some of the straw and get that off the field. Then we can start getting the worker looking at doing the cultivating. What we'll probably do as well is not worry about stacking the bales on the trailer straight away. I'll probably just get them picked up and put them at the side of the field so they're out of the way, and then we can get them on the trailer and over to the sell point. I was thinking about putting in the canola straw mod. I have got it installed but not enabled on this map, but I didn't bother in the end. I'll just leave it off. From what I was reading, canola straw is not actually a thing. You can bale canola, but it's more, from what I was reading, there may be a bit more that I've not seen, but from what I was reading, it's more considered canola hay that you can use for feed, for livestock feed, and it's more you bale the crop before, I presume you cut it, and when it's still green or fairly green, before it's gone past the harvested stage. One of the things they're saying is most of the time it's used is when it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get the crop harvested, whether there's like an issue with the crop or it's not growing in time, or you're just not going to get to the point where you can harvest it. Then you've got the option of, I'm not sure exactly how they'd do it, whether they'd what they'd use to cut it first before they bale it as canola hay. It didn't quite explain exactly how the process worked, but it just said about what you can use it for. Right, so we need to go, let's get the pipe out. Go and jump in the other, in the fence with the trailer and get this unloaded. Didn't quite get as far around as I thought we would. I thought we'd get a bit further down here before it filled up. Well, never mind. Yeah, so I thought I'd just leave the canola straw off, and I don't want too many bales to move, as I mentioned before anyway, because it takes a while and we've not got much time, so I don't want to be spending a load of time off camera even picking up bales. I suppose I could just get one of the auto load trailers and speed up that process quite a bit. Just need to start the engine. So I believe that should be around about 30% of the trailer and one full load of the combine. As I said, I've got it in kilograms. I think this trailer was around about 11,000 kilograms capacity. Maybe a little bit more than that. Oh, actually, it may be less than that. 37%. I'm just going to check what that was. It's, yeah, 11,500. Oh, this is the problem with one of the problems with using the unit conversion. If we look on there, it's just got a 11,500 kilogram capacity on that trailer, but then it doesn't specify which crop that is, and I believe this is probably one of the reasons why giants don't do the capacities in weight, as it would make the shop menu so complicated, showing all the different weights for all the different crops, whereas doing it in volume, it's just one measurement. The trailer holds 11,000 litres in volume, regardless of what you put in. If you fill it up, you've got 11,000 litres worth. So that's showing 11,500 kilograms, but I don't know what crop they've got that from, because I believe barley's obviously a different weight to wheat. So 11,000 litres of barley is going to weigh different to 11,000 of wheat. So that's probably why it's a little bit confusing when you see the kilograms, and it's probably one of those things. It would be a lot easier and simpler just to keep it in litres. Makes life a lot easier to work out, because by the time I probably get used to the kilograms and you're back onto FS17 where it's back to litres, unless that unit convert mod does come out pretty early and you can start using it quite early from the start. But then, as I mentioned, it's difficult when you buy a trailer and you don't know exactly how much you're going to fit in per crop, because all crops weigh different. So what we'll do is we'll get this field finished off and then head over to field 11 and do our canola, and then up to field 24 to do our soybeans. What I might do is set a worker off down this edge and then go and jump in the case and probably get the baler on the back. Field detection, I could use AI. What's it set to? We just set it to up and down. Set that on and hire worker. I should just go up and down the field, and then I'll leave the headland bit so it can turn, and we'll just do the two edge sections of the bales for now, and then start following it up and down, so we're not putting bales in the way of the combine. So we've just filled up the trailer for the first time. I didn't expect to quite fill it up completely. What we're going to do, we're just going to take this straight over to the sell point, which is just down here, and sell it straight away. It looks like there's a reasonable price. It's not green, so not a great demand, but it's not red either, so I'll see, it could be worse, it could be a little bit better, but we're not too concerned too much about the money that much. So we'll sell this. So this 7.3 tons or 7,360 kilograms of barley. So let's see how much we get for this. So that's 10,900 euros for, what's it, the trailer load. That's not too bad. I say it is really confusing trying to work out what that is compared, like how many litres that actually was, as I'm not sure what this trailer is in litres because it doesn't show up now in the store. So I may change back to just litres just to make things a lot easier, because it is a bit confusing trying to work out the weights and how much are compared to what you're used to with not having the litres on. So I may change that back for the next episode and just put it back to standard. Just do these headlands. So I'm going to continue on with this field, continue getting the bales, the straw baled up. The harvester is not far off finished, so I may look at getting a few of these bales moved out the way and then getting the work started with the cultivator. Okay, so the combine's nearly finished just because it just got this one strip to do and it's just filled up. So I'll get this emptied. I've started moving some of the bales off. The problem we've got is I was going to put the cultivator on, but we need the fent for the cultivator as the other tractors aren't powerful enough. So what we'll have to do is get the cultivator set up once we've finished unloading this one and swap the tractors over, and then I'll continue moving the bales off the field. Just start to stack them up down the bottom end and then I can finish getting this baled up, and then look to move over to the canola field and getting that harvested. I'm just going to drop the trailer off here and go and get the cultivator and get that started. If I can remember where I put the cultivator after we last used it. There it is, just there. Yeah, I completely forgot that we'd bought this cultivator and the other tractors aren't powerful enough to pull it, so we've only got this one that can, which is fine, it's not an issue, I just didn't remember. For some reason then the game went extremely laggy. Not sure what happened there. Oh yeah, so I'm going to get this set up on a worker. Obviously it's going to have a few problems in a few areas. We'll just have to finish it off. The combine needs sorting out by the look of it. Let's just get this started on the worker, and then go and see he's blocked by an object. I don't know what object. Oh, this is the tree. I don't know why he's over there. He seems to have got a bit lost, considering the bit he needs to do is just there. But, not quite sure what he was, where he was planning on going there. So we might as well just finish this strip off ourselves, finish unloading the combine, then I'll take this over to field 11 and get it started on there. we'll get to a point where it fills up the grain tank, and then we'll just have to take the trailer over and empty it, but that's not a problem. So what we'll probably do is get most of these fields done now off camera. We've had a bit of a time lapse on this field, doing some harvesting and baling. I really want to try and get these 3 fields done for this episode, so we can do something a bit different in the next one. So we can turn this one off now. We'll go and unload this and get it over to field 11. Get it started over there with a worker. And oh yeah, I need to go and move that bale. Actually, it's going to be in the way for the worker in a sec. Alright, I'll sort this out and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've just finished clearing off the field. We've got all the straw baled up. There's one bale right at the top that we need to collect. And I did have a nice, well, I say nice, a reasonably decent stack of bales, and then the workers just gone and crashed into them all and knocked them all over. Typical. Always rely on the work. I think it was worker Betty, so we've got rid of her and we've got Elizabeth now. She's probably going to stop when she gets down to this end bit here, as it's got that odd shape, so we'll have to set her off again. All I need to do is unload the barley out of this trailer, and we're just going to put this in the grain silo, which is just here, because I don't think we've got enough in there to... Oh, I actually check first. If we've got a full trailer load, I might just go and sell it, and then get the combine over to field 11 and start making a start on the canola. Let's see how much we... If we haven't got a full trailer, I'll just put it back into the silo there. We'll do some more barley in the next harvest, or keep this in until we need a bit of money, and then we can sell that. So we need to go around this way. I'm pretty sure the combine should fit through the header on. And yeah, crashed into my bales again. I should have known that had happened again. The one thing I really hope they've improved is the bale physics for FS17. And I know this is not possible, but sometimes you have to do it. Use muscles mode to move things, especially when things like that happen and you just get a tractor stuck on a bale. It's rather annoying. So I'll set the worker off again. I'll show why it missed that little bit there. Is there a dip in the field that it didn't like, I presume? There's a few little bits around the edges that we just need to tidy up. The actual worker did this a lot quicker than I was expecting, so I was struggling to keep the bales out the way of it. So set the worker off again, and it's Elizabeth again now. So hopefully she can do a better job. Although she crashed into my bales as well, so should have sacked her as well. So I'll get this over to field 11. Yes, field 11. I got it right. Learning the map slowly, and then we'll get the canola harvested. Okay, so we've over at field 11 now. We'll make a start on doing the canola. It shouldn't take too long as it's not a huge field, and canola's a lower yielding crop than barley, so I'm not expecting to fill the trailer up a huge amount off this. What I'll probably do is a similar thing as well. We'll probably do the headlands, although this is a bit more of a square field, so probably just leave a worker going up and down on this one. The cultivator's nearly finished on field 9. I did that a lot quicker than I expected it to be fair. Field 24 those can take a little bit longer. What I'll probably do with that one is do that one off camera, and we'll get this one finished today, and then I'll do field 24 before the next episode. My timer kind of stopped, so I'm not quite sure how far we're up to yet on this one, and I need to try and keep the videos down because my internet is so bad that it takes me forever to upload these longer Let's Play videos than it does the time lapses, because the file size is a lot bigger. So I need to try and keep them around 30 minutes if I can, and at the moment I'm not sure how far we are, so I'm going to have to probably do a bit of editing to try and get it around 30 minutes if need be. What? 16% full. Yeah, we'll probably get a couple of full loads on the combine. I don't think we'll fill the trailer. And it's not a huge field. Does make a difference coming from some of the bigger maps with the big fields come to these smaller maps, but even these aren't. I've done fields that are a lot smaller than this in the past. So we're nearly a quarter full after 2 up and down, so this run will be a little bit longer, so I imagine we'll be probably around 60%. It looks like Elizabeth has finished, so that's field 9 cultivated. I did expect it to take a little bit longer. It's not taking as long as I thought, so but at least it's done, ready for seeding. Not sure what we'll plant in that one yet. Might do something different. See if we can get a different header to work on this one. Get the corn header or one of the sunflower headers, do some sunflowers or corn. And so I'll continue this one, we'll come back when this probably finish this or just coming to the end of it, and then we'll head over to field 24. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of field 11, and we've not got a huge amount. I think the trailer on the case is 50% full, and we've only got 28% in the combine at the moment, so we are not even going to probably get past 70% of a full trailer of canola from this field. So not a huge field. There is a bit of space here. We could plough it and increase the size of the field a little bit, but I don't think that's something I'm going to bother with on this one. It is a bit of an odd shaped field with the space here. Why it wasn't a bit more squared off on that bit. It's a bit strange, especially like you've got, I mean, most of the fields have got square edges, a few slightly rounded off edges. Just a little bit weird. I could have got a little bit more on down that strip there, come a little bit wider towards the road. But it is what it is. I got the worker over with the cultivator. At one point it caught right up with the combine, so I had to slow it down. I could probably speed it up a little bit now. I had to slow it right down to 6 kilometers an hour at one point, because it, as you can see, it's 14 kilometers an hour, 15 kilometers an hour working speed, and the combine's only 10, averaging around about 9-10, so it did catch up quite quick, so I had to slow it down. Well, yeah, we're coming up to the end of this one. As for canola, we've got 7,000 kilograms, 7 ton in storage, so we should have enough to fill the trailer up. We can take that to the sell point, which is just there, and sell a full trailer load. Give us a little bit of extra money. Make the money back for the trailer, because I think at the end of the last episode we were around 99,000 euros. Selling the other trailer and then buying the new one, that dropped us down quite a bit, because we didn't get a huge amount back for the other trailer. So hopefully at the end of this episode with the soybeans as well, we should be back above 100,000 euros, and then we can have a look at getting another field at some point. But I may get a different seeder just to speed seeding up, because we did get the little 4 meter. To be honest, I didn't really want to go bigger than 4 meters, but I was struggling to find some decent mods for around 4 meter seeders. So that's the one we've got. That one's obviously not a direct drill, but it doesn't fertilise either. We could upgrade to this one, 6 meter. It's 160 horsepower. Would have to be used the Fendt for that one, where we can use. If we're going to do some sunflowers or corn, we could get that one, which is a 8 meter. That's quite wide actually. That's an 8 meter. That only requires 100 horsepower. That's 10,000. We'll have a look anyway before we come to do the planting. So the cultivator's also finished down the bottom, so we'll have to bring it up and do this a little bit. And we're going to head over to field 24. Yep. So I'm going to unload the combine. I'll probably go and fill up the rest of the trailer with some canola, and we'll take that to the sell point and sell that. And then we'll head over to field 24, which will probably end the episode over there, because I'm not going to get time to finish that, because I need to get this video edited and rendered. What we'll probably do is the start of the next episode will be the end of the harvest on there, and then we'll have a look at doing something else. And so I might look at doing some silage bales and selling those, see what we can make off those. If we've got these straw bales to sell as well, we should get a bit of money off those. But as for the combine, first time I've used this one, it's okay. It's not the nicest looking thing, obviously it's an old combine, but it's not a bad mod. I like it. So I wanted to try it out, so I've not used it before. So we'll leave that there. We'll go and fill this up and then take it to the sell point, see how much we get. So we're just at the sell point. This is the one just by field 11. We've got 6.9 tons of canola in the full trailer. Let's sell this and see how much we get. The price was green here for canola, so it was €4.72 per kilogram. I believe that's what it is anyway. Yeah, so 32,500 for a trailer. That's quite good. Let's put up some to 128,000 euros. So we're got a lot more money than when we started the episode, and we've also purchased the trailer, so that's not too bad. So I'm going to head over to field 24 and get started on that. Okay, so we're just over field 24, just making a start on the harvest here. There's a couple of patches that still aren't ready for some reason. I'm really not sure why those two aren't ready with such a small amount. I'm not too fussed about it. So I'm going to continue harvesting this field, get it all harvested, get the soybeans in the trailer. I'm not sure how many trailer loads we'll get, but I'll get it back to the silo. So I'm going to leave this episode here, and I'll have all this done before the start of the next episode. So if you do have any questions, comments, suggestions, tips, feedback, then please let me know down in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy watching this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And if you've not already subscribed to the channel, then please consider subscribing. I've got new videos every day, including time lapses and let's plays of Farming Simulator 17, should I say, and Farming Simulator 19 from when the release of that. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you again. Goodbye.